Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a Crow Collective for today. Today is Thursday. It is June 18th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We are going to use the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ. I just want to apologize for yesterday. I did the affirmations yesterday morning. The ex-husband came and picked me up about 7:45 in the morning, and I just assumed that they would upload, within an hour or whatever. They were still uploading this morning. Almost 24 hours later, they were still uploading on YouTube. There's no update. Well, there was no update as of this morning. I'm going to check before I upload this video. When I woke up this morning and I did all my chores and got the cats ready and got everything ready for me, and then I came in here to do affirmations, like my mind was blown. Like I literally was staring at the screen like, and when I tell you they weren't done uploading, like one of them was at 50% and the other one was at 40 after almost 24 hours. Probably was 21 hours at that point, I want to say, because I think I did them yesterday morning, like around 5 o'clock in the morning. So this was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, really? I don't understand, YouTube. What's going on? And one of them was 12, 13 minutes. And then I think the other one was like maybe 6, 7. They weren't long. They weren't long at all. Unfucking believable. All right. So I just when I saw that, I was just like, then I'm just gonna make sure they upload. I'm not gonna bother with one for today because like this apparently happened for some type of reason. So crazy. Crazy. We got one on the table, 2 on the table, 1 in the reverse. 3 on the table, 1 in reverse. Someone from the past doesn't want to let something go or let you go, or they're angry. They're angry. Four on the table. Two more shuffles. 6 on the table. This person is looking for like information, or 7 on the table, 1 in reverse. They don't want to release like someone from the past doesn't want to release another person, but they don't know. I don't want to say they don't know where they are. I want to say they don't know what the hell they're doing. Last shuffle. They want to come in and make a distraction. Oh my God. For this person. We got 9 on the table. 10 with bottom of the deck. Look who came out. Look who came out today. I always think I know it could be male, could be female, I'm sure, but I always think of it as a female for some reason. I think because when I see it, I always think of like a white witch. I always think of like a female white witch. It's just me. Because it doesn't really matter, 10 with bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is dominance. Top of the deck is Curiosity. This person is curious, all right. I'll give you that. We got ghosts. Release. We got wrath. Wrath. Insight. Sua. Distraction. We got survival. Anomaly. Observation. And scavenge. So female, masculine, or feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates for you. And I'm not going to refer to the anomaly as a female. It's just me personally, whenever I see it, I always think of a female. It's just me. I don't know. Maybe because I consider myself like a white gray witch, so I always I don't know, I always think of it as myself. Very egotistical, apparently. This past person doesn't want to let someone go. You could consider that someone the anomaly, but it's kind of just giving me more. Whoever this past person is that won't let them go, whoever the person is that they won't let go, they think of them as one of a kind. It's not that kind of friend or lover or family member that you have in your life all the time. You know what I mean? Not every person gets that person in their life, and it's like somebody doesn't want to let this person go. They want, so they're watching this person and they want to come in and distract them. They want something of theirs. I almost want to say it's not even a physical thing. It's like energetic. Like somebody wants somebody's energy, somebody wants somebody's psychic gifts, somebody's spiritual gifts, somebody's connection to God. And I'm putting a more positive spin on it, but y'all, this person from the past could be coming in and wanting, the bad parts of them. I mean, who knows? They could be wanting somebody's inheritance, like spiritual inheritance. They could be wanting somebody's Akashic records, I don't know. They want to know how this person has been making it. The funny thing is they're watching them. So how do you think they're making it? So here's the funny thing. And this is kind of funny because I was actually thinking about this today, and I think about it all the time because it just kind of makes me laugh. So if you subscribe, you know that I've been doing this a little over 2 years. I originally started my own business. I thought I was going to use this to make money. It never happened. Okay, fine. I dissolved my business. I don't have the business anymore. I work at my job full time, 40 hours a week. I typically take on overtime when I can. So anywhere from another 6 to 10 hours a week. Sometimes I get a little bit more than that because sometimes they do the mandatory hour early, 4 days a week. Whatever. Sometimes I don't work overtime at all. That's the money I have. Okay? That's the money I have every month. I don't have another source of money. I don't have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. I have the money that I make, that I work for. And it's kind of funny because I think I think people at work, I think some of my friends, I think some of them think that I'm lying, that I have another source of income that I don't talk about, or that I make money off of this and I lie and I say I don't. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. If I was doing readings and I was making money off of readings, I would be telling you guys, okay, like books are closed, like I have too many paid readings on Sunday, so I won't be doing affirmations. Like there would be things like that being put out there. I don't do any of that. Like I don't get paid readings. Nobody has ever asked me for. I've had one person ask me for a paid reading. I sent her a message. She never emailed me. So there you go. And that's fine. But, like I've said to you guys before, that's fine. I have a full time job. I make my own money. It's okay. Um, I do other things. I have my hands in other little pots that could possibly bring in money in the near future. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, like I just have a full time job with some overtime. That's it. And I think people think that I have money from somewhere else, like that I'm rolling in money. No, I'm not rolling in money. I just spend my money where I want to spend it. And I save when I can save. And sometimes I have emergencies come up like anybody else, right? Sometimes I like to buy my friends little gifts. Sometimes I don't. It ebb and flow of life. But and it's funny because I think I mentioned it. Did I mention it yesterday in the affirmations that posted today? I was talking about how, like last year and this year, like I've spent probably the most amount of money on clothes I've ever spent because I've gone down in sizes. I went from a 3X to I'm now a large. My work clothes I'm going into a medium. So like I and I didn't buy clothes for every freaking size. But I when I went down to like an XL, I went from a 3X and then I started buying XL. And then from XL, I did go down and buy some large stuff. And now, you know what I mean? And some things, I mean, sizing is never 100% accurate, especially for women in clothes. So, like, I still yeah, Saturday, I think. Was it Saturday? I wore my little white t-shirt with my shorts. I have had a 3-pack of t-shirts that I got from Amazon for probably like 5 or 6 years. They were like $10 a shirt. It was like $30 for a 3-pack. A white one, a navy one, and a black one. They never fit me. They were a 2X. They were a 2X. They never fit me. I've now lost so much weight that I wear them and they're too big on me. So they were never really a 2X. They're probably like maybe a large, maybe. Because now they fit me and they're kind of starting to get a little too big, which is where I say I'm going into a medium. So yeah, like people probably look at me buying clothes and are like, oh my God, she has enough money to buy, $1,000 worth of clothes. First of all, I haven't spent $1,000 on clothes. And second of all, most of my stuff is either like I buy it cheap at Walmart or I buy it when it's on sale on Amazon or like a 3-pack of pants for, $30, whatever. Like I try to keep it to a minimum. But I did go through and kind of like chuck like all of the old stuff that was way too big and didn't fit. I mean, I even had some t-shirts that were like in 4X because I was at a 3X and I thought, okay, well, I'll buy a 4X. Was it going to be big? What do I care? I'm big. Now I'm not. I mean, I'm still big, but so people probably think like, oh, she has all this money to buy clothes. Well, no, not really. I mean, I really haven't spent as much as people probably think. And I wear, I went out and bought a few things and I wear the same thing over and over again. And especially at work. I have to wear a work shirt. So really the only thing you change out there is your pants. I don't know. But I'm sure people probably think like I'm rolling in money and like I can spend it, however the hell I want. And that's just not necessarily the case. And I've told you guys this too before. Like, I donate money to 6 charities every month, about $150. That is one Sunday of overtime. If I work one Sunday of overtime a month, that pays for my donations every month. And as I've said before, that is a sacrifice I will gladly make. You know, that's my contribution to the community, to society, to humanity. And I do other things too, but you know, that's what I do, you know. And I'm sure people are like, "Oh, you think you're so special cuz you can donate every month to charity?" No, I just think that I save my money and I put it where I want to spend it. If I want to give it to charity, I can give it to charity. If you want to spend it on crack, you can spend it on crack, right? Like, I mean, you know, that's everybody's prerogative. You know, what one person does with their money has nothing to do with me. Just like what I do with my money has nothing to do with anyone else. But it's kind of funny because this is kind of giving the vibe of like a past person is looking at this person and wondering, like, well, how the hell do you survive? How the hell do you make it out there? Do you have a sugar mama? Do you have a sugar daddy? Like, who pays your bills? And you know, I think people forget, like, yes, there are a lot of people out there struggling right now, definitely. And definitely if you're single, whether you're male or female, it's difficult because you probably are struggling. I mean, I struggle too, you know, but you just automatically assume somebody is, you know, siphoning money or an energy off of someone else. You know, maybe they just work hard for what they have, you know? I don't know. And like I said, it's funny because they're watching this person. They should see something, like have some kind of idea of how they survive and where they get their money, and even if they don't know 100% for sure. And again, not that it's anybody's business, but in this reading, like, it gives a lot of suspicion. Like the person from the past might know where they get their money, but then still think, oh no, they get it from somewhere else. Like, they must get like $5,000 a month from somebody else, you know? Like, they just, like, they don't believe it. And they're pissed off. Like, whoever this is, they're pissed off because it gives like ego, entitlement, and you know, like, that should be mine. You know, like little kids on the playground when they fight over toys, and you got that one little kid that thinks everything should be theirs, so they run around to all the kids and steal their toys, and then hoard it in a big pile. And the teacher comes over and she's like, what, you know, what are you doing, Bobby? Like, you know, give everybody back. No, they're mine. They're mine. They're my toys. Are they though? It's giving like spoiled brat kind of, everything should be mine. How come you have more than I do? How can I get what you have? And I don't know if like when they were watching this person, if they saw something, or if maybe like they have mutual friends, a family member, and they heard something. Maybe they share an ex-lover, or maybe this is an ex-lover that is shared with someone else. I mean, I don't know. But there's something about like hearing something or seeing something, and then just kind of like all of a sudden, like, okay, I got to go towards this person cuz I got to figure out what the fuck they got going on. And I'll tell you what, it really gives like you're sitting at home, right? If this resonates for you, you're sitting at home, your doorbell rings, you go and answer it. It's this past person, and they're like, "Oh, I miss you. Like, I just thought I'd stop by, see if you still lived here, see if you want to have a coffee. Oh, I brought you a coffee. Like, let's order some dinner and chit chat. And they're going to distract them. They're going to distract them, and they're going to be looking at their house and looking at all their stuff. And, like, I wonder how much that is worth and what that cost and how did they afford that? And could I fit that in my pocket? Like it's, and again, I don't even necessarily think it could be things, but if they come to this person's house and they want to sit down and have a discussion, there might be there might be a lot of energy being thrown back and forth, and whoever this past person is going to observe something, like maybe like a little bit of intuitiveness or a little bit of psychic ability, or like they're going to see something and it's going to make them want it. Like they're going to want it. What was that show? I can't remember what that show was. Was it Frasier? It wasn't Friends. Seinfeld? It was Seinfeld. It was Seinfeld because it was George. It was the episode when George was smart. He stopped having sex and he got smarter. And Elaine stopped having sex and she got dumber. So he stopped having sex and he got really smart. And he's sitting there, he's sitting there at Jerry's apartment, and Jerry's standing there like going through his mail at the counter or whatever. And George is sitting on the table and they're watching Jeopardy. And Alex Trebek says a question, right? And the person is going to give the answer, but George gives the answer. And then the person gives the same answer, the correct answer. And Alex Trebek, is it Alex or Alec? Alex, right? Alex? Alex Trebek is like, oh, yeah, yeah, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. And he does it like 3 or 4 times. He guesses the correct answer. And Jerry all of a sudden is looking at him and he's like, is this a rerun? And George is like, I don't think so. And he goes, have you seen it before? And he goes, no. And he answers another question correctly. And Jerry's like, wait a minute. like, how are you getting all these questions correct? It's something like that. Like this person is going to go to this past person is going to go to this person's house and they're going to witness something. And it's going to make them like, I want what that person has. I want that. Because, like I said, it gives more like energy, spirituality, something. It could even be something as simple like they sit down to have a conversation, and this one of a kind person answers a question but says something so I don't know why I turned this card upside down, so all I was seeing was this. I don't know why. This person could say something so insightful that this past person is like, I'm stealing that. What else you got? Like, give me some more insight because you're obviously a genius and I need this, you know? Like, somebody's going to want to steal somebody's gift or ability, or I don't. The thing is usually when there's situations like this where people are jealous and envious of other people, one thing is never going to be enough. Like whoever this past person is, they're just going to want more and more and more. Like they're going to keep coming back and trying to take something from this anomaly, from this one of a kind person. Like they'll keep trying. I just heard I think it's called Crying by Aerosmith. Some No, 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 no. I mean, it could I mean, take how that resonates. But I was hearing Chris Isaac. I think the song is called Crying. And in the lyrics he goes, somebody's crying. Somebody's crying. Is it somebody's crying for you? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I have it on my thing, maybe. I mean, I can't play it for you guys because YouTube will freak out. Okay. Wicked Game. No, I only have I Wonder. Wicked Game and I Wonder, but I could have sworn. Alright, let me see. Can I do. Because I want to say. Let me start over. Yeah, somebody's crying. Chris Isaac. Because I can hear him say, somebody's crying. I want to say, like, somebody's crying for you or somebody's crying over you, maybe. I think this person's going to be crying because they're going to realize that somebody has something special, like a gift or something, and they're going to want it. The thing is you can't take what's divinely given. You could try. You could try. It's kind of funny too because I said this person is pissed. They want whatever this one of a kind person has. But I feel like if they try to cross this one of a kind person, this anomaly, there's going to be hell to pay. There's going to be hell to pay. I mean, I'm just going to say it. I think they're probably divinely protected. Those could even be their angels up there. It's kind of funny too because I was thinking about that, like, I don't know, like last week, the week before. I believe everybody is divinely protected, even, the good, the bad, the ugly. The thing is when you do bad shit, your ancestors, your angels, your dearly departed loved ones, they look at you and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get your shit together. Like, you don't need to be doing that. And I do feel like, and this is just my own personal opinion, I do feel like if somebody is truly toxic and karmic, eventually, not that they're still not going to have support from those types of entities. I feel like the longer they stay karmic and toxic, the less support they're going to see from those entities. Like at some point your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones are going to be like, sorry, Ted, I'm not helping you. Like, you're going to have to figure this one out on your own. And I've said this before too. Like, I feel like everybody has a purpose in this lifetime, and not in every lifetime. Um, and not everybody's purpose is positive. Unfortunately, I fully believe that some people are meant to be evil. Some people are meant to do shitty things. That's just how it is. I believe most people do a little bit of both, you know, like I'm not perfect. I'm no angel. I'm no saint. You know, I've done bad things. Do I do bad things now? No, not really. I mean, the worst thing I probably do is cut people off, but listen, if you're not for me, then I don't need to be for you, and we don't need to have any dealings, you know? But other than that, like, I like to think I'm a pretty good person. Have I always been like that? No. No. You know, have I made mistakes? Tons. Tons. But I think when you recognize these things and you work through them and you heal through them, you know, that's a different case. But when you're karmic and you're toxic or whatever you want to call it, narcissistic, mentally ill, whatever you want to call it, like you know, like you need to change. You know you need to take care of yourself. You know you need to get grounded and change your mindset, and you don't do it. Like, what do you think's going to happen, you know? You think you're going to have the support of God 24/7? Probably not. Probably not. I think this past person's going to fuck around and find out. And I think they're going to try and steal something from this one of a kind, this anomaly, and I think it's going to backfire on them. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Take how it resonates. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you were entertained. I hope everybody has a lovely Thursday evening. I heard another reader say tonight is some type of planetary connection thing where like 4 or 5 planets are like in line with each other or something like that. If you believe, right? Tonight might be the night to do some manifestations. See if you can wish upon a star. You never know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.